Alright, waking up again. Back on the beach. When I regain consciousness, I'm lying on the beach with the golden sand. Noticing I'm awake, Jack flies over and pokes me with his beak. Ah, Captain's a fish now too. Looking down, I see that my legs have been replaced with a long scaly tail. Amazed, I run my fingers over the shiny new fins. Wow. Wow, check me out. Alright, the spell really worked. That grouchy old man sorcerer was finally good for something. As I check my arms and torso, however, I realise that my wardrobe has also been transformed. Wait, what's with the skimpy outfit? You can't just waltz into the Mermaid Kingdom dressed as a pirate. That outfit is traditional mermaid garb. Are you serious? Always am. What's the matter, sea rat? Getting cold fins already? Alright, smack him. You dirty old man, did you undress me while I was unconscious?
You can't be serious.
Get your mind out of the gutter. Why would I even need to do that in the first place? My transformation spells are more than advanced enough to handle fabric. Okay, I don't know if you're more pompous or perverted, but I'll make you pay either way. The sorcerer easily dodges a clump of sand I fling in his direction. I try to run after him, but forgetting that I no longer have legs, I just fall flat on my face. Man,
Stop fooling around.
I wouldn't spend any more time up here if I were you. Remember, you only have 6 days to get me that vial. Every minute you waste brings you 1 minute closer to becoming my lobster dinner. Okay, the only thing you'll be eating is your words, old man. The sorcerer only smirks at my defiant glare. Then you better get swimming, lobster dinner. With a snort of indignation, I drag myself into the shadows. The water feels refreshingly cool against my scales. Putting my tail under the waves, I paddle into the open ocean. Okay, wait for me. Look at your shiny head. That's really cute. Alright, anyway. Jack jumps in as well, splashing water everywhere. The sorcerer's voice rings out after us. One more thing. Stay away from the mermaid prince. Whatever you say. I just hope he's not a pervert like you. With a powerful stroke of my tail, I plunge into a dive. Even if you ignore everything else I told you, listen to this. Meeting the mermaid prince always ends in disaster. If he yells anything else after this, I'm already too far underwater to hear it. Alright, we're gone. Alright, my first hour as a mermaid passes quickly. Though it takes some time to get used to my new body, I enjoy every minute that I'm in it. So, I guess we can breathe underwater, no problem. Do we have gills? I'm not sure. My streamlined scaly form is made for speed, and I outstrip schools of fish with little effort. It's exhilarating to swim so fast, especially since I never had to come up for air. I try a lot of wild flips and turns as I hurtle down, moving farther and faster than I ever could as a human. But once the initial thrill wears off, I start getting worried. I've been swimming downward this entire time, but I still haven't reached the seafloor. I also haven't seen any signs of life bigger than a sardine. You know, Jack, I really thought we would run into a mermaid by now. Well, maybe they're all hiding, just waiting for the right moment to ambush us. Wouldn't that just be our luck? Jack? Where's Jack? Turning around, I realise that Jack is no longer behind me. All that remains of him is a single feather, sinking slowly out of sight. Okay, this is one of the few times I'd hate to be right. I keep swimming as if nothing's wrong, but I do a slow corkscrew turn to scan my surroundings. Who's this? Out of the corner of my eye, I see a dark form approaching from behind. It's a lot bigger than a fish, and it's steadily coming closer. As I pause and pretend to fix my hair, I sneak another peek over my shoulder. That's no fish, alright, unless fish can magically grow arms and hands, and hold long sharp spears.
That can't be good.
I should have swiped the sorcerer's knife after all. Sorry, Jack. I'll have to find you later. For now, why don't we see how fast this fishman is? Alright, run! With a slap of my tail, I shoot into the distance. The merman even, I don't know, races after me, confirming once and for all that I'm being followed. Zigzagging back and forth and plunging down, I double back and throw him off. One glance over my shoulder shows that the merman is, if anything, closer than before. I can even see the head of his spear glittering in the shadows. Gritting my teeth, I fake a move to the right and throw myself into a dive. An underwater cliff rises out of the darkness to meet me. I waste no time in darting behind it. That fishman is way too fast to outswim. I need another plan. And the best plan is to... Alright, talk. Fight him directly. Use a sneak attack. Sneak. I don't need a weapon to beat this guy. All I need are the tricks I've got up my sleeve. I pick up a rock and toss it over my head. It bounces off the cliff with a loud crack. I smirk as the mermaid swims up to check the source of the sound. Too easy. Shooting up through the water. I glide to a stop behind him. He turns around just in time to see my fist headed for his face. Wait. He jerks away without a second to spare. I end up ramming him in the chest instead of the nose, and the extra momentum carries us forwards. Both of us crash into the cliff and tumble into a pile of rocks. Ow. Okay, I really hope I didn't break anything. Groaning, I try to pull myself back up, but as soon as I move, a sharp pain shoots through my tail. My fin is pinned to the cliff by a boulder. No matter how much I struggle, it doesn't budge. Don't move. I freeze in mid-yank. Blast, the mermaid's right behind me. If he wants to spear me now, he's got a perfect shot. No, I'm not going down like this. I furtively start scooping rocks toward me. If he tries to attack, maybe I can hit him in the head and make a break for it. As the shadow falls over my body, I tense up. All I need is one good shot. To my surprise, the pressure on my tail lightens and disappears completely. Twisting around, I see the mermaid tossing the boulder over the side of the cliff. He returns and extends his hand toward me. Okay, how you doing?
Are you alright?
Are you okay? Sure. For several seconds, I can only stare speechlessly at his face. I'd always pictured mermaids as fierce, frightening warriors who had no qualms about spearing invaders. But if I ignore the tail and fins, this mermaid could pass as a fresh-faced farm boy. His long golden hair sweeps over his shoulders as he leans forward, arms still outstretched.
You'll be okay.
Okay, take my hand. Why do I feel like I've heard that voice before? No, it can't be. Is this guy really? Feeling dazed, I slowly put my hand in his. The warmth of his palm feels familiar as well. His grip is steady but gentle, and he pulls me up. It's him, isn't it? The one who saved me in the storm. Was this merman? My head's spinning, and it's not just from the fall. The merman's hand tightens around mine as I start to sway.
I can't believe this.
No way, how is this happening again? Again? Wait, he doesn't recognise me in mermaid form, does he? I guess it's not every day that a human turns into a mermaid after all. Besides, he probably didn't know me that well in the first place if he tried to save me. If he'd only known who I really was, or what I've come here to do, he definitely would have let me drown. The merman's concerned voice interrupts my thoughts. Yeah, can you still swim? You can lean on me if you want. Yeah, play it cool. Thanks, dude.
Don't worry.
You don't need to thank me. I'm happy I could help. Why were you creeping up on me silently then? As the mermaid smiles in relief, I feel my face grow warm. I quickly drop his hand to break off contact. What am I saying? I shouldn't need help from anyone, least of all this wannabe Prince Charming. I was just surprised by what he did. I'm not used to anyone helping me, at least not without an ulterior motive. You're not hurt, are you? I'm fine. It takes a lot more than that to hurt me. Okay, that's good. I'm glad you're okay. Sorry for chasing after you so suddenly. I just wanted to get your attention before you swam away. I think I found someone that might be important to you. He gestures to his spear lying on the rocks below. Gnawing contentedly on the silver spearhead is none other than... Jack! This imbecile. I thought you'd been captured or worse. I scooped up my missing bird, or should I say merbird, and hugged him to my chest. Don't squash me. He came over and tried to swim off with my spear, kept saying something about how shiny it was. Why am I not surprised? Well, that's a relief. When I saw you had a weapon, I thought I was under attack. Sorry about overreacting like that. Oh, don't apologise. I'm the one who should apologise to you. I really should have said something instead of swimming after you with a spear and all. Yeah, you should have. This his face though. I was just afraid the surface guards would overhear.
Huh?
What guards? Right on cue. We hear shouts coming from the other side of the cliff. This way. They went in this direction. Tides take it. Beckoning me toward him, the merman starts swimming downward. I swiftly follow his lead. We both try to make as little noise as possible. Shut up! Shut up, Jack! As the mermaid guards appear over the edge of the cliff, Jack lunges at their silvery scaled armour. I barely have time to yank him back. There they are, after him. Flog it all. I should have known better than to bring Jack along. Grabbing my hand, the merman dives into the darkness below. It takes all of my strength to keep up with him, instead of getting dragged along. Jack shrieks as the spear plummets after us, barely missing his head. Seizing his tail, I swim for both our lives. Run, get out of there. After what seems like an eternity, we finally reach the ocean floor. I'm so exhausted that I flop onto my back. My adrenaline rush has left me drained and shaky, and my heart feels like it will pound right out of my chest. Okay, did we lose them? Yeah, I think so. I don't think they'll find us here. Wow, you were pretty fast back there. Goldilocks, Rapunzel, Blondie. Would he even know the top two because they kind of like Earth Dweller things? Let's just go for Blondie. You swam like a bat ray out of hell, Blondie. Did you do that a lot? You been getting chased by royal guards? More often than I'd like, I guess. Sounds like someone's been on the wrong side of the law before. I bet he's poor too, seeing as how he can't seem to afford any clothes. Well, a peasant with a criminal record is more likely to get me arrested than into a palace treasury. Sure, this guy might have saved my life before, but he could put it right back on the line if he's being hunted by the guards. And it's not like I should really be trusting a mermaid anyway. As I'm deciding whether to stick around or make an excuse to swim off, I notice that the merman is staring at me intently, and where he's staring looks a lot lower than my face. I glance down too, then fold my arms over my not so well covered chest. Well, I think I know what to do now. Before I can tell him off, he points at my tail fin. I'm sorry to pry, but is your tail feeling okay? My tail? Looking down, I see that my injured tail has turned bright red and swollen. I was so focused on escaping from the guards that I didn't notice my wound was getting worse. Poking the tip with my finger, I wince at the pain that surges through my body. Wow, that's probably not a good sign.
Please be careful.
Maybe you shouldn't swim anymore for now. I could carry you back to town instead. He really does sound worried about me. Even with the pain in my tail, I can't help but laugh. Sorry, Prince Charming, but I'm not your damsel in distress, so no, you can't carry me off just yet. The only way you'll carry me anywhere is if I'm dead or unconscious. Got it? Damsel in distress? Oh no, I never meant that. And I definitely wouldn't try to carry you off. Not unless you actually wanted me to be carried and, you know. Never mind me. I'm really sorry if I said something thoughtless and gave the wrong impression. Now Prince Charming's the one in distress. Well, don't sweat it, Blondie. I'll let you off the hook this time. Are you sure that's okay? Like I said, don't sweat it. I was just putting your leg tail, anyways.
Sorry about that.
Ah, sorry for getting so flustered like that. I suppose offering to carry you was too forward of me in the first place, seeing as how we've only just met. Darn right, Blondie. You don't even know my name yet, and unless your parents were nutty enough to actually call you Blondie, I don't know yours either. Oh right, of course. He hesitates for a bit before regaining his composure and smiling.
Sorry about that.
Apologies, I should have introduced myself before. My name is Mikali. May I have the pleasure of knowing yours? I pause, still weighing my options. Well, even if this peasant can't help me get into the treasury, maybe he can at least show me where it is. I guess I can play nice for a little bit longer. Yeah, I'm Ushio, what's up? And you've already met Jack. Yeah. The shiny hair. Jack approves, he likes the shiny hair. Of course he does. Thanks, Jack. I'm very pleased to meet you. Where did you guys come from, if you don't mind me asking? I mean, is it that obvious we're not from around here?
Well,
Oh, it's just that I've never seen a fish like Jack before. Jack's a parrotfish, the best parrotfish. And your outfit's a bit distinct.
what's that supposed to
What?
mean?
So this really isn't traditional mermaid garb? Well, not really in our kingdom, no. That perverted sorcerer, he really is a dirty old man. Well, it seems that my personal fashion advisor was mistaken. He'll be punished for this when I get back. Preferably with my fist. Oh, don't do that, please. I didn't mean your outfit was distinct in a bad way. I think it's pretty. I think it suits you quite well, actually. Oh, great. Another pervert. Well, on second thought, maybe he's just trying to be polite. If he's blushing this much now, he'd probably faint if he saw more skin. Wow, I better guide this innocent, it'll be easy to trick. She's a corruptible force, isn't she? Well, to tell you the truth, everyone in my kingdom kind of, Mermatopia, they all dress like this. In fact, this is actually our traditional garb, right, Jack? Yeah, totally. Captain? I quickly whack Jack aside. Oh, Captain's just the traditional name for a leader of my crew, I mean mermaid tribe. Yeah, I'm actually a really important leader of Mermatopia. That's why I'm here to visit your kingdom. To bring all of you greetings and good tidings from Mermatopians. Captain's a human word, isn't it? Oh, why, yes it is. How very observant of you, Mikali. But it just so happens that my people have picked up several human terms because we have active trading partnerships with local human fishermen. Intercultural mingling, oh yeah. Mikali's eyes grow wide as sand dollars. Does that mean you've actually met a real human before? Yeah. All that interactional mangling is normal where I'm from. Normal? I don't think it's normal at all. Okay, is he onto me? Don't tell me I'll blow my cover already. It's not really that big a deal. Just some plain old, perfectly normal, international meddling. It's not just normal. Oh, what am I even saying? I should have stopped running my mouth while I was still ahead. Who in all of the seven seas would believe such a half-baked backstory? At least to me. Oh, it's absolutely amazing. Okay. This guy, okay. In the blink of an eye, Mikali's at my side. Whoa, he moved there even faster than when we were being chased by the guards. Were you able to talk to the humans a little bit? Yeah, all the time. All the time? Then did you talk to humans a lot?
Guess so.
Yeah.
Oh.
Really? Oh my god. Oh my starfish, I can't believe it. Did they let you ride on one of their boats or use a working compass? Did you ever get to go onto land and see a human lighthouse or even an actual human town? Sure, I've seen loads of them.
That's amazing.
That many. I'd love to see even just one. I have so many questions about what it's like up there. Did you ever ask the humans any questions? And also get some answers? Probably not more than you would have. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to interrogate you just now. There's just one last thing that I'd really like to know. Did you maybe just possibly actually get along with them? Sometimes I guess. When they weren't trying to mutiny or usurp me at least. Wow, you really are amazing. You can't be serious. I want to roll my eyes and tell him he's too easily impressed, or snort and say he's making too big a deal of things again, but I falter when I see Mikali's face. He's smiling at me so brightly and earnestly that his eyes seem to sparkle. I don't remember the last time I made a face like that. Maybe it was the moment I first unearthed the treasure chest, or when I finally became captain of my own ship. Or well, back when I was a kid listening to my father's tales about the mermaids. You can't fake a face like that. He really is serious about all of this, isn't he? That's the last thing I would have expected from a mermaid. Mikali must have noticed my surprise because he reddens and hurriedly pulls back. Sorry, I really didn't mean to get so carried away. It's just so rare to find anyone getting along with humans here. In our kingdom, the situation's so bad that the royal guards are always patrolling the shadows. You mean those guards before were just to keep us away from humans? Yeah, here, we're forbidden from making contact with humans or even letting ourselves be seen by them. Breaking that rule can be punishable by death.
That can't be good.
That's an unnecessarily severe punishment if you ask me. How bad can a human being with humans be? Here, everyone thinks that humans only care about two things. Treasure and mermaid meat.
Huh?
Mermaid meat? Merlings are told that any human who catches them will eat them, thinking that mermaid flesh grants immortality. Wow, that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. No one would ever believe that. Yeah, I've read this manga called Mermaid Saga, and the premises surrounding that, and it's quite good. You should read it. Anyway, alright, in my kingdom at least, it does seem far-fetched, doesn't it? But who knows how humans really think? Understanding them is a lot harder than we thought it would be. Oh, come on, it's not that hard. It's not like they're all scary monsters who will spear you if you get too close to their treasure. That sounds a lot more like, alright, Tides, take it. I was going to say like a mermaid.
Really?
Really now? You know a lot about humans, don't you?
Uh-oh.
Oh my god, he better not be onto me for real this time. I just know a lot compared to the mermaids here. Like I said before, it's not wrong where I'm from. And like I said before, I don't think it's wrong at all. I'm finally glad to meet someone who thinks the same. People usually call me crazy for thinking like that. Crazy, yeah? The more I stare at Mikali's smiling face, the less I know what to think myself. Mikali's nothing like the mermaids I was expecting. If the merfolk are supposed to hate humans so much, then why did he even rescue me in the first place? If just being seen with a human gets you punished, I bet you'd be thrown into the sharks for helping a pirate. Why would anyone, whether they like humans or not, take such a big risk for a stranger? Noticing Mikali's gaze on me again, I force out a laugh. Wow, you must really like living on the edge, Blondie. I mean, here you are gushing about humans, and before, you were even hanging out on the surface. Do you have a hobby of seeing how many laws you can break or something?
Well,
Okay. I should stop going to the surface. Please don't tell anyone. Your secret is safe with me. It's not like I have anyone else to tell anyway. There's just something I wanted to check on up there. Must be someone or something pretty special, right?
maybe.
I guess you could say that. Okay, I wonder if he's talking about human me. If so, that means he's willing to risk his life a second time just to make sure I was okay. Screw humans being hard to understand. I don't get this guy at all. Either he's a total idiot, or he's scheming to gain something else from all of this. Given my luck, it's probably the latter. I better be on my guard around him. Is everything okay? Sorry, I think I said something strange. Maybe a lot of some things. I realised too late that I've been scowling at him. Oh, it's nothing to do with you. My tail's just hurting again. Now that we've been properly acquainted, are you sure that you still don't want me to carry you to town? Prodding my tail again, I winced involuntarily. Only if I'm dead or unconscious, remember? I'll just rest some more before swimming.